Hey there. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to everyone out there. I am hopping on. I just got off a great website Wednesday with Nancy Ganscoffer, my business coach. And if you are interested in checking those out, you can sign up for my newsletter. I always share them at the end of the week. But also, you could take a look at her business group. She has, if you're an interior designer, Nancy Ganscoffer has the Interior Design Business Forum, which is incredible, and then she also works with coaches and consultants like myself and has a new group, the Coaching Hotspot. So feel free to hop in and check those out live each week or sign up for my newsletter and I can send you a link to those as well. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about my favorite business book of all times. So real quick, I gotta tell you, I am an avid reader. Like I read everything that I can. I am constantly looking, researching, learning, trying to find new things. In fact, when I look at my strengths in the Strengths Finder through the Gallup poll, like learner is my top. It's my second top. Like it's strategy and then learning. And so I'm always learning. And because I'm always learning, I am always reading. It is not uncommon for me to have four books going at a time because I love fiction and nonfiction. I love to physically read books, but I also love to listen to audio books. And so it's easy for me to have a fiction and nonfiction in Audible and a fiction and nonfiction in on my Kindle or in a book form. So anyway, I love to read, but there is one particular book that really shaped my business more than any other books. Like I get a lot of great tidbits. I get a lot of great ideas. I get a lot of things that I try in my business that work. Some of it I tweak and adjust to make it fit me a little bit better. Some things just don't work at all. But there's one book that really has shifted my business, and um, well, I'll just show you what this book is. I won't keep it up. It's Chillpreneur by Denise Duffield Thomas. Now, I don't know if any of you who have out there have read this book or seen this book before, but I love this book because last year, as many of you know, I was faced with a huge change in life. So, had a cancer diagnosis. I'm like 195 days cancer free now, so we don't dwell on that anymore because that is an old chapter in my life. But I had to look at my life differently because here I was facing this diagnosis, which meant I had a really rigorous treatment plan that I had to deal with, and a year basically of dealing with all of that. But I still had to run a profitable business. I still had to maintain a profitable business. And up until that point, I had really subscribed to that hustle and make it kind of mentality. Like you've got to hustle, you got to be going, you got to be working it, you got to be out there, you got to be networking, you got to be doing this, you got to be using these tools, you got to be doing all these things. So I was in that hustle mentality because I was a workaholic, and hustle is where workaholics are most comfortable. But I couldn't do that last year. I couldn't hustle. I couldn't put in 60-hour weeks. I couldn't, go, 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 go at the expense of my health. I had to take it easy. And not only that, but I had to actually step back further than I initially thought. So before that, I would work about 45 hours a week on average on a good week, but it was nothing for me to put in a 60-hour week because I love the work that I do. When I tried to step back to a 35-hour week, it wasn't enough. Like I had to step back further. And by the time I figured out that sweet spot, I was working about 24 hours a week. And so obviously you're not going to hustle, but I still had to maintain a business. And this book really helped me in so many ways and inspired me to continue creating that profitable business that supported me in the most amazing way. And so let me tell you a couple things about what I love about this book, first of all. So one of them, and if you guys out there watching, if you've got a book that you love that has shifted and changed your life, whether it's business, life, whatever, I don't really care. I have a lot of them. Post it in the comments because I would love to know what books have shifted and changed your life. I'm always looking for new things to read. But back to this book, here's what really helped me is one of the things she talks about is creating a keyless life. And basically what she means is she wants life to be easy. When she became a mom and she was trying to carry two kids, um, And oh yes, Nicole, I will put the name of the book and the author in the comments when I hop off. Absolutely, I will do that. Thanks for asking. But one of the things was she became a mom, and here she is trying to get into her house, and she's juggling babies, and she's juggling groceries, and she's juggling things. And of course, moms, we carry everything all at once. She would get up to the house, and she couldn't get in because she was trying to find her keys and trying to do this. So she put a combination pad at the front door so that she could easily do that and not have to worry about finding her keys. So she started looking for other ways that she could um, make her life simpler and easier. And that's what she calls the keyless life. And so for me, one of the things I did last year was, recovering from those chemotherapy treatments, you get a lot of fatigue and your body aches a little bit and stuff. And so I spent a lot of time on the couch last year, and when I was on the couch and my brain was fresh enough, I would try and work on my laptop. Well, I was forever having to go get the power cord out of my bag for when I would travel and stuff, and try and move the couch so I could plug in my laptop and then I could work. I just bought a new power adapter and plugged it into the couch where I sat. And so anytime that I needed to veg on the couch, I had a power cord right there. So that was one way that I created this keyless life. And there's a lot of other things that I did to just make things simple. So when I walk into my office, I can sit down and start working. If I decide to work on the couch, I can sit down and start working. Those were the things that I loved about this book, or one of the things. And then the other thing was creating comfort where you work. Um, so many of us, we have this tiny little desk and this tiny little closet, and we're trying to work, and we fill our calendar back to back to back, and we don't give ourselves breaks. And like she talks about one point where she um had to pee. Like, I don't think it was her, I think one of her friends or clients or coaching, whatever, actually had to pee in a towel because they booked themselves so solid and they weren't able to get to the bathroom, and they had to go to the bathroom. They had to pee in a towel. They were on a coaching call. Like, nobody wants to live like that. So creating comfort in your workspace so that when you come in here, it feels comfortable, it feels relaxed, it feels like a place you want to be. It's not all about efficiency, it's about your personal comfort. I mean, if you can't spend a little time creating your own personal comfort as an entrepreneur, what is this all about? And so doing that and scheduling breaks into your day. Like, it's okay to schedule in breaks. On my Acuity calendar, I am automatically have cushions built in around all of my appointments. Part of that is because sometimes we go over time because my client needs me a little bit more and we go over time. But part of that is because I want to make sure I have a break where I can go to the bathroom, I can play with my puppies, I can do something a little bit and not make it all about the work. And again, that is what I love about this. It's just like, it's not all about the work. It's about creating the life that you want to live. And that's what she really helped me with. And then there's one more thing that I love about this book that so many of us are not good at, and that is saying no. And she gives you scripts on how to say no with class and with ease and comfort. And I just love that about that, because as entrepreneurs, we're always wanting to say yes to our clients. We want to say no to the job that is not a good fit because it will bring in some money. We want to say yes to everything. And that's not how you build a profitable business. By saying no a little bit more last year, I actually built a clientele that I love. Every single one of my clients I adore. And I had good clients before, but not all of them were the right fit for me, and I wasn't the right fit for them. Now I have clients that I absolutely adore because I learned how to say no, and this book helped me learn how to do that with a little bit of class. So those are my things. I'm going to go check out comments here. So, oh yes, Unbroken. Nicole, that one is on my list. I have not read or listened to it just yet, but it is on my list. So thanks for sharing. And Heather, currently reading The River by Lowen Clausen for Book Club Zoom tomorrow. Fun, awesome. I've not heard of that book. I'll have to check it out. All right. Very good. Great. Thanks so much for sharing those. So, anyway, that is my thing today. Again, I'll put the book and a link to Amazon if you guys want to go check it out. But it's Chillpreneur by Denise Duffield Thomas. It came out a little over a year ago, and it's one of my go-to books. I actually have it right here next to my computer every single day, and I pull it out often to reference it when I'm needing a little inspiration of focusing on creating the business and the life that I want and not just focusing on the hustle because honestly, I've accomplished so much more by being more of a chillpreneur than I created when I was hustling 60 hours a week. And I am able to enjoy the life that I created. Last year, before this cancer diagnosis hit, I didn't even know that I had created my dream life because I never slowed down to appreciate it and to enjoy it. And now I appreciate it and enjoy it every single day. So, anyway, that is what I've got for you guys today. I look forward to connecting with all of you again tomorrow. I will see you. And until then, have a fabulous day. Bye bye.